Hello again. Today I am coming to you with a book tag. Kylie A tagged me in the Finally Fall book tag. So let's just get to the questions. Question 1. In fall, the air is crisp and clear. Name a book with a vivid setting. For that question, I am going to pick Warcross by Marie Lu. I believe the whole virtual reality world is a very vivid world that she paints here, and even the cover is vivid colors that to me definitely represent a vivid setting. So that is my pick for that question. Next question. Nature is beautiful, but also dying. Name a book that is beautifully written, but also deals with heavy topics like loss or grief. For that one, I am going to pick Jason Reynolds' Long Way Down. This was beautifully written in prose. I love the way this book was written, and it definitely dealt with a very dark subject matter as far as death and shootings and teen violence. But again, a very wonderfully written book about a very dark subject. Next question. Fall is back to school season. Share a non-fiction book that taught you something new. I've mentioned this book a couple of times already on my channel, and I guess I will keep mentioning it. It is The New Jim Crow. This was a non-fiction book that really opened my eyes to the policies of the drug enforcement rules and how they have affected the African American community more than the rest of the communities, and how discriminatory in practice they really are. And this definitely opened up my eyes. So that is the book I'm going to talk about for this question. Next question. In order to keep warm, it's good to spend some time with people we love. Name a fictional family, household, friend group that you'd like to be a part of. For this one, I picked Renegades because I have always liked superhero worlds, and to be part of that renegade group and to be part of a team like that would be really cool. Plus, of course, it would be cool to have superpowers. But that's a fictional world family. I would definitely love to be a part of that group. Even though there are issues in that world, I think being part of a superhero group that gets admired would be really cool. So that is the fictional group that I would want to be a part of. Question 6. The colorful leaves are piling up on the ground. Show us a pile of fall colored spines. So, in no particular order or quality of books, I just grabbed a couple of books off my bookshelf that looked like they were fall colored books, which to me are browns and yellows and orangey reds. So these are my fall colored spines that I picked. So this is my answer to that question. Next question. Fall is a perfect time for some storyteller by the fireside. Share a book where somebody is telling a story. I kind of had a tough answer for this question because I really didn't know like someone actually telling a story. But to me, every book has somebody telling a story. I kind of know what they were going at, kind of like I guess like a fairy tale or something, basically where just someone just recites this story once upon a time type thing. But the only thing I could really find as far as like a story, telling a story that dealt with fairy tale kind of stories was The Hazelwood. So I picked that one as an answer to this question because I couldn't really think of another one. So that is my answer for this question. Next question. The nights are getting darker. Share a dark, creepy read. The hardest part of this was actually picking one book. Since if you don't know my channel, I do cover a lot of dark and creepy stuff. But I figured the word creep or crept is actually in this title. This is The Devil Crept In. So this is my dark and spooky tale, I guess, or dark and creepy. This is my dark and creepy tale that I picked up. If you've never read this Ania Alborn book, I would definitely suggest reading it, especially if you're a fan of books with children in peril, like It and those kind of books. This is a very good book that is definitely one of Ania Alborn's best. So that is The Devil Crept In. Next question. The days are getting colder. Name a short, heartwarming read that can warm up somebody's cold and rainy day. I don't read a lot of heartwarming, feel-good type of stories. Mostly it's dystopian, science fiction, horror. So I don't have a lot of choices for this. So I seem to pick up the same kind of books. Because I know I've talked about this book before. But I'm going to go with When Dimple Met Rishi, because that is definitely a cute little romantic YA contemporary that I think is kind of heartwarming to read about. So that is the choice for this question. Okay, next one is fall. Luckily, my favorite season returns every year. Name an old favorite that you'd like to return to soon. Again, I mentioned this. This is not actually a fall book. It's more of a Christmas book. But it's definitely one that when December comes around, I probably will definitely return to it. So it is one of the ones that I am going to be returning to soon. And that is The Afterlife of Holly Chase. A wonderful Christmas story that I do look forward to reading. Next one is fall is a perfect time for cozy reading nights. Share your favorite cozy reading accessories. Again, I don't really know what kind of accessories I could tell you about here in this, because I pretty much just read. I read everywhere. I don't have a lot of reading accessories. I don't read by candlelight or have a favorite blanket that I read with or anything that's kind of like reading accessory that I use a lot of. I do have some bookmarks I could use, but I decided instead to show you the things I use for annotating. I use these little strip deals, which I don't know if you could see them here, to annotate my books. I've started doing that with my Paul Reads Book Club. It really helps me analyze the actual stories and what I do with them. If you've seen my Wizard of Oz book, you'll see that I have it, annotated all over the place, and you could easily write on these, and you just peel them off and just stick them on a line or two that you like to highlight, and you could read right through the words, and you could actually write on them, so it works really nice. So that is pretty much the only accessory that I could think of talking about with reading. So that's the answer for that question. And the last question is tag people. As always, I always leave this open to anybody, since I have no idea who actually did this tag or didn't do this tag. If anybody wants to do this tag, please feel free. I want to thank Kylie again for tagging me. And if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.